Hey there, stampers. This is what I'm going to call Trending Tuesday, at least for now. I don't know. So I have a current magazine, and it's terrific. There's so many ideas in here. Anyway, I saw this card in here, and this is the one that I recreated using Stampin' Up! Products. Now I had to go into my stash to get what I wanted to recreate it. I think I did a pretty good job considering I'm using all Stampin' Up! Products. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you how I did this. Pretty good, huh? I'm very impressed with myself. Okay, so it's a basic black card base. I'm going to just put that aside. I'm going to use some basic gray, and then for the stamped image I'm using very vanilla. And let me just show you how I'm doing this. This is cut at 3 inches, and I'll trim it down after I'm done, but I'm just going to show you what I did. I did use a lot of products for this. I used, and you can use whatever you find. That's sort of the point of this. Use what you have. This is no longer available, but it was Dreams du Jour, and I used the butterfly. He's around here somewhere. I need to find it so I can show you. This is it's the French one. That one. French foliage, I used just the little postmark. This new set, My Friend, I used this image going this way. Then I used Vintage Vogue, this little piece. And then I used the sentiment from Close as a Memory. I'm not sure if this is still in the catalog or not, but let me go ahead and show you. I started with this script, a French. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. And I used basic gray, and I just I didn't, make sure it was perfectly covered, but good enough, because if it's in parts not fully covered, that's good, because you want it to look old. So I just took it, make sure it's kind of the right side up. And I also didn't just go down. There's a little gap sort of in the center of the one in the catalog, so I left a little gap like so, and then I came back and just lightly like that. And I don't know if it matters or not, but I noticed this was wider, so easy as that. And then I'm using Stays On Jet Black. And let me find my stamps. Sorry, I should have prepared better. I've been making cards and it's sort of a mess in here. Oh, there it is. I'm using this one. And I want to make sure it's stuck down there well. And for this, you want really good coverage. So you want to make sure every part of this stamp has good ink coverage, because you don't want it spotty. You want really rich. I had just re-inked this, so it's very juicy, but you want to make sure everything is richly. And I also decided, instead of, the stems are going this way, I went this way. I want this flower in, and anyway, this is the way I decided to do it. And I gave it a good push. Like so. So you get really good ink coverage. And then I came back in with this little guy. This is from Vintage Vogue. And added, and I didn't really worry about too much with the placement. I did try to vary it a bit so that it wasn't a repeating pattern. But, just like so. And then I used the Sympathy one. Where did I put that? I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. My desk is a mess. Well, oh, there it is. Okay, so then I come up in here, ink it well, and you know, you just want to, I'm going to have to trim some of this off, so I wanted to make sure I have enough room. And then the little guy, this is the, oh, and I need my butterfly. Okay. This guy is with the gray. Just had the gray. We're going to keep it sort of in the background, so you don't have to ink it terribly well, and it's okay if it's not thoroughly inked all over. You know, however you want to do it, like so. And then the last thing we're going to do with the jet black is we're going to stamp some butterflies, and that was the one that I took from Dreams du Jour. It's around here. Oh, anyway, I have one cut out already because I don't have the time to cut them all out. But so you're just going to use the stays on, and I can't find it. Dang it. Okay, so the last thing you're going to learn to do is you're going to antique this, because you can see it does not look quite the same, does it? So you're going to take a sponge and starting with So Saffron, the saffron is what gives it that yellow aged look. You're going to go all the way around and into the center, but you're going to leave sort of the center part not yellow. So you want it a gradual yellowing. So I start at the edge and pounce my way in. You probably have to do just a bit more down here because the black is pretty strong. I don't want to take too much time, but I want you to get the full effect of what I'm doing. So then, after the So Saffron, you're going to come in with Crumb Cake. And this time, instead of pouncing like that, I'm just going to brush the edges, but making sure I come about an inch in with the ink color. Because again, remember, this is supposed to look old and a gradual darkening of the edges, and the edges is where our fingertips are always touching, and the oils make things age. So it should, most of the time it's always darker on the edges. So we're just trying to mimic that. But with this crumb cake, this is, you know how I kind of left that center part without yellow. So I lightly come in here with a bit of crumb cake to age it, because that stark vanilla is a little too much, I think. It doesn't make it believable. So after you've gone with your sponge on the edges with the crumb cake, and you have it, the darkness, you know, to the degree that you like, then the last thing I did was I came in with early espresso, and I just went on the edge. This really is just scraping the edge, not going in. And it gives it that kind of darkening color. Now, I forgot to tell you that I'm going to have to trim some of this off. And I'll probably come here. I'll take a little off the top and bottom, but for just right now, time purposes. So you would want to trim it before you do all of this. Or you'll just have to come back and do that one section that you cut off. Anyway, so you can see how it really gives it that aged look just by doing that. And the last thing I did is I took the basic gray, and I used the, I never know what the name of this one is, Scallop Dotted Edge Trimmer Punch, I don't know. This one, this cute one, I really like this. So start the edge, line it up, and really I'm just using a bit of it just the little teeny tiny bit is going to end up showing. And it, you know, may not seem like a big detail, but I think it really adds a lot to it. And if you want to come back in and do this one, just line it up. Like so. And then all I did was attach it. I put some adhesive on the back of this piece, this stamped image. And then I just had it so this was coming out just a bit, right before the dots. Adhered it down. I took another little strip and have just a little bit showing on this side. I just cut an inch, half an inch, and adhered it. And then I popped it up with, oh, and here's my butterfly. I didn't do anything to this but stamp it and fussy cut. I used a mini glue dot. Once I popped it up, put a mini glue dot there. And the original card used 3 butterflies of varying sizes, but I didn't have 3 varying sizes. So I think this came pretty close. And I hope you'll be inspired to try and, you know, do this yourself, because it's really fun. If you see something in the magazine, look to your stash and see what you have so you can recreate it too. I'll see you next time. Bye!